into a little bit of our yoga practice. If we have sensitivity in the knees, okay, it's good to have a cushion nearby. I don't do a ton of knee stuff, but there's a little bit of us on our knees. And we can put the cushion under the shins so that it takes total pressure off our knees. And you're welcome here to start by laying on your back. As you lay down, bend your knees, feet to the floor. If you have like a bun or something in the way, you're going to have to move it from the back of the head. And bring your arms down beside you. Okay. Tuck the heels in fairly close to your bum. Feet are about hip distance apart. If you look side to side, you should not be able to see your feet. Okay? You don't want them wider than your hips. You want them in line. You're going to press the hands into the ground, spread the fingers, press the elbows down a little bit, and you'll kind of feel the front of the heart spread wider. A little bit drawing of the shoulders down towards the ground. As you breathe in, and lift the bum up off the floor like a little bridge, chest towards chin, and then exhale, bring yourself all the way down. You may notice some wiggles and wobbles. It's normal. Inhale, let's lift the bum again. Squeeze your bum, draw the chin towards the chest, press down through your arms, and then exhale, come down. This time we're going to add the arms. If you've got some shoulder stuff going on, just don't add the arms. As you breathe in, we're going to lift the bum and then lift your arms all the way over your head so they land above your head on the ground. And then exhale, bring everything down. You might notice that the bum or the hands beat one or the other. Okay, see if you can try to sync them up a little bit when they touch the floor. Inhale, lift your hips up off the ground, lift your arms overhead. Squeeze your bum. And then exhale, coming down. Let's see if we can slow the hips down so the hands can come down at the same time as your bum. Okay, one more time on your own. Breathing in to lift. Breathing out to come down. Lovely. Bring your knees into your chest, hands to the shins, the backs of the thighs, and give yourself a little rock from side to side. This is a great position to come to at any time during our practice, especially if the knees are a little sensitive from gravity. Take a roll to one side, move up towards seated. You can sit any way you'd like, including on a chair if that's better for your knees. Okay? Although I'm sitting cross-legged, you do not have to sit this way. Okay? This is just what works for my hips. We're going to continue to sync our movement with our breath. So breathing in, lift your arms up overhead. Breathing out, bring the arms down. It's a very simple movement. What we're trying to do is link the breath and the movement as one. So as you breathe in and lift your arms, the full reach of your arms should be the fullest of your breath in. And as you exhale and bring the hands down, once those hands touch the floor, you should be the very end of your exhale. Okay, let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. Last one. Seems simple, but it's not about difficulty of the movement. It's about the movement and the breath creating a unified cycle. Good. Let's keep our left hand down. Inhale the right arm up overhead and reach over towards the left, rooting down through your right hip. And then exhale back to center. Inhale, bring the left arm up, right arm down, stretch over to the side. We can bend the elbow if the shoulder is tender, and then exhale back to center. Okay, one more time. Inhale, right arm up, draw your navel back. Exhale, center, hand down. Inhale, left arm up. We can even bend our right elbow a little bit, and then exhale, center. Lovely, you guys did great. Let's come on to hands and knees, tabletop. Hands and knees, shoulder distance apart with the hands, hip distance apart with the knees. Toes can be curled under or flat, it's up to you. This is something called cat-cow. We're going to keep those elbows as straight as you can. If the knees are sensitive, put a cushion under the shins. As you breathe in, try to dip the belly towards the floor and lift your tailbone to the sky, and then look forward and up. And then exhale, push the ground away, round your back to the ceiling like a little turtle. Look to your knees and tuck your chin. Inhale, let's dip the belly a little towards the ground. Look forward, lifting the gaze dipping the belly down. And then exhale, curl the spine to the ceiling. Tuck the chin, look at your knees, and press the ground firmly away with your hands. So you're rounding your back. One more time. Inhale, it's called cat-cow. Please use your exhale to round. And then back to neutral spine. Lovely. Okay, we'll bring the inhale once again to dip the belly, lift the heart. We're going to add on here. And as you exhale, bring your hips towards your heels, point your toes, and bring your belly towards your thighs and forehead towards the ground. You do not have to touch the ground. Inhale, come back up into tabletop, hands and knees. Curl your toes in, and then exhale, go to downward dog. So we're going to lift the knees off the ground, push the ground away through our hands, lift the hips up high. The bend of the knees will look like a little inverted V. Okay, strong push through your arms. Okay, let's breathe in, bring the knees down to the floor, dip the belly a little, look forward now. This is the cow pose. And then exhale to child's pose. This is the bum to the heels and the forehead either hovering or on the ground. And the bum might not touch the heels at all, just a reminder. Inhale, tabletop, come into hands and knees. Exhale, downward dog, curl the toes under, lift the hips up and back, big bend in the knees for this one. But again, inhale, bring the knees to the floor. A little dip in the belly, lift the heart, keep those elbows straight. Exhale, shift the hips towards the heels, thumbs down, forehead towards the floor. And inhale into tabletop, hands and knees. You see how the breath is trying to rock us through. Exhale, downward dog, shift hips up and back. Good. Looking towards your hands, let's walk our hands up towards the feet. Maybe the hands towards the feet itself, if that's a little bit easier for you. And we're going to land in a forward fold, dangling down, feet hip distance apart, big bend the knees if we're a bit sensitive. If our back is tender, we could have the hands on the thighs and the spine paralleling the ground. Okay, just as a reminder, there's always ways to make things accessible. Let's bring the hands to the hips. Let's start to rise up, press down through the feet. Feel a balance in the feet to the earth and rise to standing slowly, keeping your chin down and the eyes open. Take 2 deep breaths. If you have low blood pressure or get dizzy easily, just keep those eyes open and the chin down. Okay? Good stuff. Alright, so at the front of your mat, feet hip distance apart, and take a step back with your right foot about 3 or 4 feet. Okay? And step your left foot a little bit left of center. So I'm mirroring you here. So that your feet are like on a train track. So the left foot's on the one track, the right foot's on the other track, so there's space. Okay? We're going to square our hips forward. So left hip draws back, right hip forward. And then bend your front knee forward over the ankle. Good. Okay, bring your hands to your hips and straighten out your back leg. The back heel needs to be on the floor, firmly. If not, adjust your feet. Okay, I've got long legs, so my feet are fairly wide. Some of us may not have that bone structure, so you may have to shift. We're going to lift the right arm up to the sky, palm faces in. And please know that you can do this with the hands on the hips if we've got some shoulder stuff going on. Okay? Let's breathe in, lift up through the belly, straighten your front leg. And then exhale, start to bend your front knee over your front ankle, lean forward and reach out through your right arm. Inhale, rise up, squeeze your bum, lift up through the arm, chest, and straighten the front leg. Okay, so you can do this with the arm down. Breathe in and reach up. Exhale, start to fold forward, but try to keep the arm bone by your ear as you bend your front knee over your ankle. Inhale to rise. Good, we're going to add some breath work now. Okay, breathing in. We're going to fold forward for a count of 4. Bend the front knee. 3. Press to the back heel. 2. Reach through the right fingers. And then inhale, lift up. Straighten the front leg, look forward. Exhale, fold again for 4. 3. 2. Reach to that right arm. Inhale, rise. Last one, exhale, folding for 4, 3, 2, and we're going to hold here. Bring your hand behind your back, interlace your fingers, reach the knuckles away from you. Okay,
So we're getting a long spine. We're not curling the spine down. The collarbones are a little lifted. And if reaching the knuckles back doesn't help, you can grab opposite elbows. We don't have to interlace the fingers. Nice deep breaths. Fold fully forward over your front thigh. Fingers maybe to the ground or the leg. And if your back heel lifts, you just need to step that foot a little forward to root the right heel. Okay, hands to your hips. Try to lift from the collarbones first. Inhale, lift up, press to the front leg. Squeeze your right bum. Stand all the way up. And step to the front of your mat. Arms down beside you. You're going to take 3 deep breaths just to observe how you feel from side to side. This is a moment-to-moment awareness, being able to recognize our feelings in the moment, taking a few deep breaths with them, preferably in through the nose, out through the nose, as it's connected to the parasympathetic nervous system, the nose, nasal passageway. Okay, we'll do the other side. Now we'll step the left foot back about 3-4 feet. Okay. Right foot's a little right of center. From the front, it'll look a little bit like this. So you can see train track with the feet. Right, the left foot is on one side, the right foot's on the other, aligned with the hips. And you can start by bending the front knee forward just to make sure that that back heel stays nice and rooted to the earth. Square the hips so that the right hip draws back in space. Straighten out the left leg. Okay. Bring your left arm up, right hand to the waistline. We can do this with both hands on the hips, no problem at all. Inhale, reach up, straighten the front leg. Exhale, start to fold forward, bend the front knee right over the ankle, not beyond, and reach through the left hand. Don't let it dip down. And then inhale, rise up, squeeze your left glute, straighten the front leg, and then pause. Okay, we'll add our breath count. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, folding for 4, reaching out, 3, bending the front knee, 2, press your back heel, inhale, rise, exhale, fold for 4, 3, ungrip the jaw, 2, reach up to that left hand, stretch, inhale, rise, last one, exhale for 4, 3, 2, hold here. Bring the arms behind your back. You can either interlace your fingers, stretching the elbows straight, or we can grab opposite elbows and try to lift a little through the mid-spine forward so we're not curling down. The gaze is down, maybe looking at your mat or carpet, or your right big toe. Hold and breathe. If your back is sensitive or tender, lift a little higher. You don't have to go so far down. Okay? Your body is unique to you. That's part of being very mindful in our lives, is knowing that you are unique. Your body, your needs, and you should act from a place that is what is needed for you in each moment. Fold completely forward, release the hands down, front knee is bent, curl the chin in, and if the back heel happened to lift on you, just step the foot a little forward so you can re-ground and feel the support of your feet to the earth. And hands to your hips. Keep your chin in. We're not lifting the chin first. Draw forward through the collarbones and then start to lift the spine up to vertical. Chin would be the last thing to lift. And then step to the front of your mat. Feet at distance, arms down beside you or at heart center. 3 deep breaths and just notice if you've equalized a little bit in the body. Notice any emotions, heart rate, and a sense of grounding to the earth. Okay, step to the middle of your mat. If you don't have a mat, it doesn't matter. I happen to have a mat. And just go nice and wide with your feet. Now, if you are wearing socks and you're on carpet or a very slippery mat, you're likely going to want to take them off for this one. Okay? Just otherwise, you're going to be sliding out wide, and that might not feel very nice for you. Okay? Feet are wider than hip distance. Turn the toes slightly in, and take a micro bend in the knees. Try to drop the tailbone a little bit towards the ground and pull the belly in. Just get some height. Take a breath. You're going to pivot your left toes forward to the front, okay? So that if you look to your front foot, all right, it is now perpendicular to your back foot. Okay, so your front heel is like intersecting an arch to your right foot. If you drew a chalk line, that's what it would hit. And we'll bend the front knee over the ankle, but not beyond. This is dangerous for the front knee. Okay, we want to be over the ankle, not beyond. Open the front thigh a touch to the pinky toe side of your left foot. Press to the outer edge of your right foot and reach your arms out. This is warrior two. Breathe in, straighten your front leg, reach your arms overhead, stretch up through the side line of your body. Exhale, re-lunge and reach out. Okay, we're going to add breath. Inhale, we're going to lift up for 4. Straighten the front leg for 3, 2, draw your navel in. Exhale, lunge, all the way back down. This time we're counting the inhale. Good. Inhale, reaching out for 4, 3, 2. We can look up if we want. Exhale, re-lunge. And we can do this without the arms if we're working with some shoulder stuff. Last time, inhale, up for 4, 3, 2. Exhale, re-lunge. And drop your right hand back to your right thigh, flip your left palm up, and then inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky and stretch back. This potentially could still be done with the left hand on the waistline. Okay? Keep your lunge and press through your back right foot. Deep breaths through your left ribs. If this is really challenging, try to smile. Brain, again, does not know the difference when we smile if we're actually enjoying something or not. It just knows that we're smiling. Good, rise up. Straighten the front leg, hands to your hips. Turn all 10 toes to face the same direction. Let's do the other side. Turn your right toes to the back. Check that your right heel intersects the arch of your left foot. And let's turn those left toes slightly in and the heel slightly out. A little internal rotation. It's nice for the low back. Bend your front knee over the ankle. Remember, not beyond. And extend the arms out. The point of warrior two is not to have the front leg paralleling the ground. Mine isn't, okay? If you have the mobility, maybe it is, but it's not necessary. Okay. Breathing in, arms up, straighten the front leg. Exhale, re-lunge, arms out, navel in. Knee is right over that front ankle, check it out. Inhale, up for 4, 3, 2, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, lunge, and reach up. Okay, let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg is straight when the arms are fully up. Exhale, re-lunge. And we're in our full lunge once the arms parallel the ground again. And inhale for 4, 3, 2, reach. Exhale, lunge. Navel in. Press to the back heel. Okay. Drop the left hand down. Inhale, right arm reaches up and over with the possibility of the hand at the waist if that's not so nice for the shoulder. Take a few deep breaths into the right ribs, staying straight and strong through your back left leg. Feel the feet on the earth. Is there a balanced connection? And rise up, straighten the front leg, hands to the hips. I'm going to parallel the feet, take a big breath in, and then exhale, start to fold forward, bend the knees a little bit, lift out through the spine, and then hands to the ground, or they can stay on your thighs as you let the head drip down off your back. Toes are turning slightly in here, especially if you have sciatica, okay, or SI joint issues. You're going to have those toes slightly turned in, and maybe the hands to the ground or block. Okay, this is your forward fold. The point of it is to really let go if you can, especially the back of the neck, chin looking in. Even the shoulders soften. Okay, one little last breath technique for our last standing pose. Inhale, we're going to halfway lift, whether the hands are on the ground or the thighs, it doesn't matter. And then exhale, fold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift halfway again. looking down, not forward. Exhale for 6, 5, folding, 4, navel in, 2, bowing, inhale, halfway lift again. Bend your knees if you need to. Exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is our last one. It's an 8 count. Inhale, halfway lift. It's not about getting to the 8. It's just the attempt. When you're ready, exhaling for 8, 7, 6, 5. Slow down that body. 4, 3, 2, and fully bow. Bend the knees, shift the weight evenly through the soles of your feet, hands to your thighs or your hips. Press through the strength of your legs, bend the knees a lot, and squeeze the bum, lifting you up to vertical again. Nice and slow, chin in, eyes open. Deep breath at the top. Take as much time as you need if you got a little head rush. Then bring the feet in. We're going to make our way down onto all fours. Breathing in to dip the belly, lift the heart, little cat-cow. Breathing out to curl the spine to ceiling, look to the knees and curl the toes under. 2 more times. Inhale to dip, elbows straight. Exhale to curl. And it doesn't have to be to your full extension, it could be quite gentle. I'm making this a little more gentle for me right now. Inhale, last one. Neutral spine. Let's bring the knees wider than hip distance, toes touch behind you, and then shift the bum towards the heels and the forehead towards the ground. If it doesn't reach, we can stack our forearms for our head or have a cushion under our head. If the bum doesn't touch the heels, that's fine. Okay? We could put a pillow between our bum and our heels, or just let the bum hover. It's no problem. If our knees aren't a big fan of this posture, we can lay on our back. I've got a little ant in the way. Lay on our back and bring the knees into the chest. This is an option as well. Okay, we modify for the body, not for the teacher. Yeah? So you're in child's pose. Please have the forehead connected to something, whether it's a book, a block, a pillow, the ground, your forearms. It needs to be connected to something. This is the downgrading for the nervous system point of focus at the brow. And when the head is lower than the heart, it's very calming. It's very nurturing. And it's kind of like we're bowing to our higher wisdom when we put our head lower than our heart. Tongue is soft, jaw is relaxed. And let's rise up. Let's come on to the back. Flip over. Lay down. Take any buns or clips or anything out of your hair if you happen to have something there. Okay, and the feet are about hip distance apart. Arms can be down beside you. And just give your knees a soft rock over to the left, breathing in. And all the way to the right on your breath out. So you might notice that this concept of linking the breath with the movement is exactly the same as when we did walking meditation. Inhale all the way to the left. Instead of taking a step forward, it's you're moving your knees to your left. And exhaling, moving the knees all the way to the right. Conscious link. One more time on your own. Okay, back to center. Okay, snuggle those heels in close towards your bum. Feet are not wider than your hips. You can take a peek. Arms down beside you. We're going to repeat the one we did at the very beginning. So we're going to add our breath counts now. Okay, we'll do the first one naturally. No breath count. And then I'll add our counts. Breathing in. Lift your bum off the floor. Lift your arms overhead. We can do this without the lift of the arms as a reminder.
And then exhale, coming down, trying to get the hands and the bum to land on the ground at the same time. Tricky, tricky. We're going to breathe in, lifting for 5. Breathing in 4, 3, 2, possibly reaching. Exhale, come down, attempting hands and bum to land at the same time. You may even notice one hand's like a little ahead of the other. Super normal, don't worry about it. And inhale, we're going to lift for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze your bum, lift. Exhale, come down. Maybe the hands and bum at the same time. So 2 more rounds. Inhale, lifting for 7, 6, 5. We're breathing in at the same pace. 2 and 1. Reach. Exhale down. And please do the last one on your own. You're going to count for 8 in your own head as you rise up. When you're done, pause in stillness and breathe. Good. Shifting your hips to the right, we're going to keep the shoulders anchored. We're just going to lift the bum a little, just like you did, but just a tiny bit. Shift your bum over to the right, tuck your knees into your chest, and let the knees fall to the left. We're going to maybe stack a little on one another. Reach your arms out in a T shape. Okay. If you're prone to migraines or headaches, we're going to look in the same direction as our knees. If you're not prone to the migraine or headaches, you could look in the opposite direction of your knees to the right. You can close your eyes and focus the breath and the feeling around your right belly, that rising against the resistance of the twist, and the gentle release when the resistance softens and we're in our exhale. All right, everything submit to the floor, feeling the connections of you to the earth, and the earth reaching up to you. Change sides, so you'll have to shift your hips a ways to the left. Right, a good ways to the left, knees tuck in, and then let the knees fall to the right, looking to the left, or in the same direction as the knees, right? Depending on if headaches or there's maybe some neck stuff going on that you want to be extra mindful of, we look in the same direction. Okay. Eyes can close. Breath is focusing into the left belly. Letting any heaviness soften and let go. Bring the knees back to center. I'm going to stretch out your legs. Palms face up, ankles wide as your mat or wider, whatever's comfortable for you. Do any wiggles or any adjustments. We potentially have something under the knees if our low back is feeling sensitive, maybe a cushion under the knees. You could also have a tiny pillow or blanket under the head. Nothing big though. We want to have the neck fairly neutral if possible. And then take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, like a little decompressive sigh. Bring your utmost attention to this moment, which is ultimately you connecting with yourself in the deepest sense. Offering the self-awareness is like an offering of love to oneself.
Do a little bit of a body scan. It's okay if you come in and out of awareness as we do this. It's more about focusing on the act of hearing and feeling. And it's only really about just following my voice as we go. Okay, allow the eyes to soften and sink towards the back of your head. Bring your awareness to the breath in the body. Take a big inhale. And in the next exhale, let your body fall completely heavy. And again, big inhale. And exhale, completely letting go. Let your body fall heavy. Just let go, letting your body melt to the floor. You now become aware of the sounds that you hear outside the room, one by one. And now bring awareness to the sounds you hear inside the room, one by one. Now bring your awareness to your whole body lying on the floor in complete stillness. Feel the body become heavier and heavier. The whole body melts, letting go. Now we're going to rotate your consciousness through different parts of the body. I'll move quickly from one to another, and all you have to do is bring your awareness to each part of the body by either imagining or simply bringing your awareness there. You may choose to repeat the name of the part of the body after my voice. Bring awareness to the fingers on the right hand, the palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the right wrist, elbow, right shoulder, and right armpit. Bring awareness to the right waist, right hip, knee, right ankle, sole of the right foot. Bring awareness to the toes of the right foot, remaining awake and alert. And now bring awareness to the fingers on the left hand, the palm of the left hand, the back of the hand, the left wrist, left elbow, left shoulder, and the left armpit. Bring awareness to the left waist, left hip, left knee, left ankle, sole of the left foot. Bring awareness to the toes of the left foot, remaining awake and alert. Now bring awareness to the back of the body, both heels touching the floor, both buttocks touching the floor. Bring awareness to the spine, from the bottom to the top. Bring awareness to both shoulder blades and the back of the head touching the floor, remaining awake and alert. Bring awareness to the top of the head the forehead, the eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows. Bring awareness to both eyes, tip of the nose, the upper lip, bottom lip, and the throat, remaining awake and alert. Now bring awareness to the chest, the heart center, and the belly. Bring awareness to the back of the body, the front of the body, and now the whole body. Bring awareness to the whole body. Now bring awareness to the rise and fall of the breath in the body. Bring awareness to the breath as it rises and falls from the heart center. Once again, bring your awareness back to the breath as it rises and falls in the body. Feel the weight of the body on the floor. Lie quietly, keeping your eyes closed, and gently begin to waken the body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, bringing some life into your limbs by rolling your ankles and wrists. Bring one knee into the chest at a time, giving yourself a little snuggle. Taking a very deep breath in through the nose and a soft sigh through your mouth. Taking a roll to one side, pausing and taking a breath. Rolling up to seated, possibly keeping the eyes closed for one last breath before rejoining us.